I left my home in summer of 2031. Due to global warming, there weren't any other possibilities for a young polar bear like me than to leave my family and try to find my luck somewhere else. Somewhere else ended up being Zurich, Switzerland. At first, I was a bit anxious about how the humans would react to my sudden appearance, but once I was there, I actually got no reaction at all. In my first weeks in Zurich, I worked as an Uber carrier, which is the same job as an Uber driver, but instead of driving, I carried people. Because ever since self-driving cars started being a thing in Switzerland, the traffic became a total mess. People didn't realize that now all those people who couldn't drive could drive. In the end, the streets were even more crowded than before, so Uber Carry quickly became one of the most popular apps in the city. Until there were some, let's say, unpleasant incidents. Actually, the whole who is allowed to eat who aspect of living together was quite confusing in the beginning. So after a short period of protests from different sides, the government decided to ban all kinds of meat, just to keep things peaceful. But those initial incidents had led to a shutdown of Uber Carry, and I found myself out of a job. It then came to my attention that the humans were willing to pay a huge amount of money every few months for a new phone, while their old phone was still totally fine. The next day, I opened up my very first ice phone shop. People could bring their old phone and get a new one. Thanks to my innovative way of production, I could launch a new generation of ice phones every 2 weeks for nearly no cost and also very eco-friendly. While working in my store, I discovered that humans love to travel to faraway places. Faraway places that somehow looked pretty similar to me. That was the beginning of Ice Air, my own airline. Well, airline might be a bit exaggerated, but my prices were good and nobody ever complained. Thanks to my amazing prices, I was soon the only provider of phones and flights. And as a side effect, the cycle of production was broken, and the planet slowly started to recover again. Even as the first humans started to realize my scam, they liked this new, healthy world. In the end, I have to say the whole change wasn't actually that difficult. I think all it needed was somebody who looked at the problem from a slightly different perspective.